Hi everyone, my name is Aditya Sawant. I am a master's student at the University of Illinois at Chicago, and as part of my cloud computing project, I am submitting this video which describes homework 2. For this homework project, we had to work with the dblp XML file, the dblp dataset, and run a MapReduce job on it to get various insights. Now, let me just, we will be running this on EMR actually, so I should start like building my jar. I mean, it's already generated, but I'm doing it for the sake of the video. So, while the jar is building, let me just talk about the 4 jobs I've created. So the first job basically calculates the authorship score based on a formula given to us in the requirements. The second job is just a simple job which gets the number of publications which were published each year. Then the third job calculates the max, median, and average number of co-authors for each head author or main author of a publication. And the fourth job calculates the number of publication venues or publication types presented each year. So let's just go back to the Ubuntu screen. And yeah, it seems like this might take some time. So let's just go to the AWS console once. So I've created a bucket on S3, which basically holds all the files related to this project. And as you can see, the dblp input folder right here, that's what holds the entire dataset for now. Or yeah, and if we go back, I have run a few other jobs as well, so you can see the outputs of those. And right now I'll be running the second job, which is to get the number of publications for each year. Since for the sake of the video, I should be able to present a job which runs quickly and gives the output. And in this folder, we will be uploading the jar which is being built in the project. So yeah, here it is. As you can see, the test cases have been executed. And other than that, yes, this is just a utility. This class is just a utility to get the histogram. Otherwise, a lot of these MapReduce jobs have been written in Scala. Right here, all Scala files. Yeah. So I guess the jar has been generated. Cross this out. Okay, the test cases are still running. Let's give it some time. Meanwhile, let's check out if we can see anything else on S3. Oh yeah, this is the ID. This is my ID. The account number. This is the workbench, and these are the total credits I have remaining. So yeah, I guess it'll be more than enough to run this job. So yeah. And yeah. I wonder why this is taking so much time. It's probably, yeah, the screen recording probably takes a toll on it, but we'll get through. I mean, it's not a big deal. Right. All Right, it's done packaging. We should have the jar anytime. Yeah, there it is. So see, we have the jar now. Now let's go to EMR, sorry, S3, and let's upload the jar. Add files, HW2 target. Yeah, that's the folder. Yep, upload. So once we have this jar, we will go to EMR. So as you can see, I've already run a few jobs on it. So let's say for this, we'll create a new cluster. Let me just call it live rec, so because it's live recorded. Now, what else? Yeah, we should go to the advanced options. Yep. So we don't need Hive, we don't need U, and we don't need Pig, which is going to work with Hadoop. Then, oh, this is really important. Auto terminate on cluster after the last step is completed. We don't want those credits to be wasted. So, alright. So here we have the custom jar. Now we configure this. Now, the way my MapReduce job works is that I would give in like a certain input from say 1 to 4, and that describes the job. So the first argument will be 2, so because we'll be running the second job. And from here, let me just pick the jar, and then here we go. We have the jar. Now after this, I would also have to specify the input and output locations. So that is why I'll just be taking this now. And this will be the output directory. So live output action on failure. Oh yeah, you should always terminate this cluster as well. Now we go to add. Then once we have the jar configured, we can go to the next settings. Or let me just check this again. Okay, we have 3 instances. That should be good enough. Create cluster. Now, what we also want to do is, yeah. So as you can see, this is started right now. And I think something was wrong with this, so I'm just going to start this again. I think I screwed up over here, so let me just go again with it. Let's go to EMR. So let me create a new cluster. Live. So we have this. We go to the advanced options again. Okay. Again, we'll remove these components. Auto terminate. Custom jar. Figure. I'm just going to take this path for the arguments. So we'll be running job 2. The input is located over here, and we would want our output in this directory. Output live. Now let's select the jar, MapReduce jars, and then this is the one we're going to work with. So we select this and we click add. Once we're done with this, we click on next. Then these are hardware configs, so I'm just going to go with the defaults. Cluster name, live, MapReduce. So we go next, and again. So we have like this whole dashboard for the MapReduce cluster, and in a few minutes, alright, yeah, so it says starting right now. Let's look at the configurations. So as you can see, it is in the provisioning state right now, and if we refresh it after a few minutes, it would have started. These are also a few other stats which EMR gives us, like container allocated is idle, app scaled, apps pending. We can also go to the application history, and we can also check events. So yeah, there's the stuff, and we can also check the logs as well. So let's try looking at them. Okay, no logs have been created yet. I guess that's fine, let it take its time. Events, monitor. Alright, so as you can see, this changed to bootstrapping right now. So let's wait for that. Meanwhile, I would also like to point out that after this job has been executed, we will be getting like the output part files from the reduce job. So what I'm going to do is I would be downloading those files into my downloads directory, and I will be running this utility class I made to generate a curl command which will give me a graph. So basically it'll read the data and it will create like a web service request which will help me generate the histogram. So let's refresh and check the status again. Hasn't started yet. Okay, so I think this might take some time, so this might be a good place to pause the video recording. Okay, oh, it switched to running. Yeah, so let's try and check the logs now. Okay, no logs have been created yet. That's funny. Bootstrap actions. Did anything happen over here? Nope. We can always go to view jobs. Okay, there's an internal failure in retrieving data. So that shouldn't affect the jobs, but it's just not able to load the stats about it. I guess that's fine. As long as this says running, and yeah. So yeah, so I guess this is a good point to like pause the recording, and then I'll bring it back up once the state changes. So yeah, you gotta hold up for a while. Alright, so let's get back to the video. As you can see, it is terminating right now. So the steps have been completed. So let's take a look at the S3 bucket. Yep, so we had specified this parameter over here, the dblp output live. So we should have the success file and these part files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download these 3 part files in order to create the chart for this, a histogram actually. Okay, I guess I have to download it one by one. Save. Part 0, part 1, this is part 2. I think we should be good with this. We have these 3 parts. Let's go to the downloads folder. Now in the downloads folder we have these part files. I'm going to paste this in the graphs folder because that's where my Java code reads the file contents from. As you can see over here, this is the directory download/graphs. Let me just take one final look at it, whether the files are in the directory. Yes, here they are. So now we will run this main class and we should get the required call command to generate the histogram. Okay, wait, what? Continue anyway. So basically what this snippet of code does is that it reads all the file contents and there is a specific web service with which you can uh, give the input parameters and generate a histogram. In this case, I'll be entering the years and the number of publications in those years. So we should be able to see a trend of, or rather an upward trend. So as you can see, this is the curl command which has been generated. I'm going to select this, copying this. Let me go to my terminal and let me paste this over here. As you can see, it has returned a success. And now I'm just going to copy this link. Oh, I can just open this link and we will be able to get the histogram for all the publications. So I guess that's it from my side and I'll be seeing you later. Sure.